Welcome to St. Paul the Apostle Catholic Church. Today, we celebrate Friday of the 18th week in Ordinary Time. Our first reading is from the book of Nahum, followed by our Gospel from Matthew chapter 16. The readings are all linked below to USCCB's website.
The first reading for today comes from the book of the Prophet Nahum. And the book of the Prophet Nahum is a short book, only 3 chapters. The prophet Nahum means full of consolation or comfort. And Nahum prophesied about the end of the Assyrian Empire, the destruction of its capital, Nineveh. But for the people of Judah, it would take a lot of faith and courage to believe Nahum's prophecy. They had seen what the Assyrian Empire did to others, how they annihilated the northern kingdom of Israel, decimating the capital, Samaria. In today's passage, the prophet predicts the fall of the Assyrian Empire. He speaks about the terrifying assault on the city walls, the crack of the whip, the rumbling sound of wheels, horses galloping, chariots bounding, cavalry charging, the flame of the sword, the flash of the spear. The Assyrian Empire would fall as Nahum prophesied. And the fall of the empire meant the triumph of good over evil. It carried an important lesson. The lesson being that evil may thrive for a while, but it will not win. In the gospel for today, our Lord issues some challenging words. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. My friends, we are meant to pay careful attention to what Jesus says. He says, whoever wishes to come after me. God will not force himself on us. God desires our good. He wants what is best for us. He loves us unconditionally. But he will not force himself on us. Discipleship is not something that happens by default or by force. It's a personal choice, a personal decision that one must make. Our Lord goes on to identify one of the requirements of discipleship. Whoever wishes to come after me must take up his cross and follow me. Taking up one's cross means different things for different people. For some, it requires a redirection of time and energy. For others, a change in personal relationships. But whatever form it takes, the cross always demands some measure of self-denial, some degree of sacrifice. Perhaps a question worth pondering. What are the crosses in my life that I am meant to bear, but yet I seek to avoid? Our Lord then goes on to say, what profit would there be for one to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? These words of our Lord urge us to perceive clearly what it is we pursue in life, and to ask the question, where is such pursuit leading us? Closer to God or away from him? My friends, let us today ask for the grace to take up our cross and follow Christ, knowing that by following him, we will experience real joy, real truth, real happiness, life in its fullness.